Okay, so to start our first league of today, we're playing some black-green. First of many black-green leagues. This is Gabrielle Nassif's list, based around this Explore engine with Wildgrowth Walker to gain you life, and Gruesome Menagerie to go way over the top of your opponents, returning lots of Explore creatures at once. Or like a Wildgrowth Walker and a Jadelight Ranger at once, just to gain lots of life. Make your opponent unable to keep up. This is easy mulligan. Alright, nothing till turn 3, but this seems fine. I think it's gonna be a while till we want a Menagerie. Obviously we got the Jadelight to return, but we don't have a 2-drop yet, so I think I'm just gonna ship that to the bottom. We'll find one later. We'd like really want to find a 2-drop, right? For our second turn. Yeah, Path of Discovery. Apparently it's been performing really well for him. Like Path of Discovery plus Wildgrowth Walker is kind of silly. Alright, hopefully on the draw this isn't too slow. They have like an aggressive start here, the Pelt Collector. Ooh. So they're playing black-green mid-range, but with Pelt Collectors, just to make them more beatdown. I can respect that. Also, we're probably dead. We're probably just dead. They're putting us to 12 this turn. Oh my lord. Being on the draw, huh? Sucks. Guess I want to do this instead of the Plaguecrafter. If I play the Plaguecrafter, they just like sack the Branchwalker, whereas the Jadelight threatens to block something scarier. I'm like nowhere near Menagerie being good, sadly. It's awkward because it's the sort of card that could catch me up here, but let me put that in the yard too. Already got a fine Finality in hand. Kinda want to hit my land drops there. Or find a 2-drop. Yeet. Taking 9. Oh my god. Well, that was abrupt. The old mopey green-black mid-range deck gets turn 5 kill. Alright, so I guess if they're on the beatdowns, I kind of want cast downs. Like these cards appeal. What's bad? We should more Chupacabras for this matchup. Thing is, we need like some of the big stuff just to go over the top of them. I think we can take out Vivien. Vivien's like they're much more beatdown than we are, so I just want to have lots of cheap things to do. So I think like maybe these could come out. I feel like we'll naturally go over the top of them without needing like this stuff. If they're playing Pelt Collector and such in their list. Need to cut 2 more cards. Plaguecrafter's really bad against Explore creatures and opposing Midnight Reapers. And I think I like most everything else. Like the rest of this setup seems fine to me. I don't love cutting a 2-drop when they're so beat down against us. But maybe it's fine. Like we're bringing in 2-mana interaction. So taking out some 2-mana plays might be fine. The other option is we just like cut a fine Finality, but I think these are really nice if we ever stabilize. This is probably fine. I think if they're playing Pelt Collectors, we're naturally going to go a bit over the top of them anyway, without having to get too fancy. I guess if they're playing Pelt Collectors, they could also be on Menagerie, but ooh, this hand is delightful. Sound is excellent. Wildgrowth Walker, explore creatures. What more could we want? Gain a bunch of life, get a big blocker. What? That is surprising. Count me suitably surprised. Now I'd run the Llanowar Elf, I can go Explore plus Elf. I wanted to play Reaper this turn, but the Elf kind of changes things, I think. Would I rather play a Squire or a Branchwalker? I guess black mana is taxed at the moment, so we'd rather get down the Squire on that basis. That makes sense. And there's another Squire on top. It's good with the Wildgrowth Walker, but we've already got an Explore creature to cast next turn. I think I'm just going to put this in the yard. And we can get swinging. Hey Nana, I'm doing pretty well today. I was upset about the news of missing partnership, but slept pretty well, and someone's coming around to take a look at the washing machine later, because that hasn't been working for the past couple of days. So that's like a tiny bit stressful, because it means I might have to rush off at some point, but in general I'm pretty happy today. This is surprising. Maybe I was wrong about what they're playing. Maybe they've just put Midnight Reapers in their mono green deck, which is kind of sick, honestly, if that's what they've done. That sounds like really good. Anyway, our board is outsizing theirs quite a bit, with incredibly mopey creatures. That board, yeah, this board's a bit mopey. That is certainly a 6/6. They have successfully resolved a 6/6 that can never attack. And now we kill it, and they die. I'm a bit worried about them, like, finalitying us next turn. I guess then the Reaper just draws a million cards, so whatever. I think I'm just going to exile this Ferox and get beaten. Sounds great. They get to draw a card of the Sanctuary, but we get in for like 7 damage. Finality does draw us a lot of cuts. I think when I go to combat, so I'm going to exile this, and then going to go to combat. I think I'm specifically not attacking with the Reaper, so I don't want them to double block it with the Elves. I guess if they double block with Elves, they can't Finality. No, that's fine then. If they want to double block with Elves, that's probably fine. I get like a 3-for-1 out of it. I don't know. Just like, if I keep the Reaper in play, it makes so many of their cards so much worse. Hey Phil. Good to see you. Nice to have you around today. Am I attacking with this? Is the big question. I think I honestly am. I'm not convinced this is correct, but but it has the correct border. I will admit the art is not my favourite, but it has the correct border, which is what really matters. Okay. Understood. I mean, they were dying anyway. I think the art on opponent's elves is nicer. I just really like old borders. Old borders make me very happy. Ooh, okay, I have to respond to a text a sec about the washing machine. Sorry about this. So apparently the washing machine person is calling around at like between 9 and 10 tomorrow, which is amazing because it means I get to focus on the stream and not have to disappear for an hour at some point today. So, do you want to change anything based on what we saw? I think they're like more mono green and they just happen to have Plaguecrafters. Oh, you are a monster for that, Marcus, to be completely clear. Old borders are wonderful. See you, lassie. I think I'm just running it back, honestly. I think I like how I have this set up for this matchup. Let's do it. Oh my god. Also, it's really weird looking at like how different my positioning is on camera today. So I realized I could actually lower my seat more than I had been doing, which I personally like, but it looks kind of strange on camera to me at the moment because I'm not used to it. I have to like tilt the camera down. Oh, this deck feels so smooth. Jeez. It's kind of awkward. We only get to use 2 mana next turn at the moment, but... Born Lieutenant. Never mind. Never mind. We're great. Just incredibly lucky individuals. Got a 2/3 out the deal, so we can block their 2/3. We're so lucky. Do I want this Finality? How do I like the split of walkers? This is my literal first match of this deck, so I can't honestly say. I must admit, Vivien seems worse to me than the Vraskas in general. I think both Vraskas seem quite a bit better. I also want to explore trying out Karn at some point. I think Karn is a nice planeswalker that's going ignored in these black-green shells. Do we want this? Like, casting Finality is so rough with our elves. Currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm really unsure about this. I guess we've got plenty to do with our mana already, so we can just like keep this as something big for later in the game. But I'm not confident about that. Yeah, Vivien seems sweet against control, but I feel like you already have a lot of card advantage tools against control anyway. So I'm not too concerned about that. I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Might try and kill the Reaper at some point, but I'm in no real rush. It's like a bit tough, because if we Contempt the Reaper, they don't draw a card. But if we cast down the Reaper, we get to keep the Contempt for a Planeswalker. I think I just want to stop them drawing a card, but... God, I feel so embarrassed if they play a Planeswalker next turn, though, is the problem. Do I even care about them drawing a card? New Vraska plus Karn. Yeah, I just think Karn in general is being underplayed at the moment. I think Karn is just a really silly magic card. It has indeed tried. I decided I wanted to start winning, so here we are. Hey Charlotte, good morning. Alright. Guess we're just gonna keep chilling here a while. I'm not really interested in cast downing their lieutenant too much. Fancy sub badges, yeah, they're sweet. It's meant to be like knight gear, so it starts with like a helmet and then turns into shields and then turns into swords. Makes me really happy. Second Reaper. I do in fact fear the Reaper. I'm just gonna chill on this cast down. I'm in no rush. Whew. That is a magic card. That is a Magic the Gathering card. I'm a bit worried they're just gonna like contempt my Vraska. I'll feel really sad, but right, am I killing the Reaper or am I plussing? I think I'm plussing. If I plus and they don't have a contempt, it's gonna be really hard for them to actually kill Vraska. Whereas if I minus on the Reaper, they can like cast down my Squire, pump the Lieutenant. Seems good. It's like a bit worse for me if they kill the Vraska, but it's a bit better. It's like better for me if the Vraska survives to have upticked. Whoa, Assassin's Trophy. Such mana ramp though. That is a 6/6. Which we are probably going to have to cast down. Realistically. I guess I can cast down this and then start attacking with my Pirate. If they want to trade the Pirate for the Reaper, that seems fine to me. Oh wait, they're getting a card off the... Oh my god. Whatever. This is still fine. Okay, I have to take down that Ferric somehow, right? Otherwise it's just going to start hitting me for so much, or I'm going to have to trade off so much of my board with it. This is fine. We, might be in a bit of trouble. We might be in a tiny bit of trouble. Midnight Reaper is such a nice addition to this deck. Maybe that makes the mono green deck more legit. It just looks amazing. Like, having all their creatures cantrip against us. Also, how do we ever win? That is also a question I am wondering. That is in fact a Golter. That is an accurate description of the card that is on the opponent's battlefield. I don't already have blocks is the thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, I'm nowhere close to taking down the Golter. I guess I could cycle some creatures with the Midnight Reaper, just to look for a Chupacabra. Wildgrowth Walker is gross. Agreed. I kind of want to do this, because then I can, like, Gruesome Menagerie these back next turn. How much do I take? They trample over for 8, so I go to 12, and then I take 3 down to 9. But I get 3 draws towards finding, like, a Chupacabra, a Wildgrowth Walker. Don't know how I feel about this. Let's do it. So I'm going to go down to... I'm going to take 3 plus 8. My Neighbor to Contempt. Just like mono dead. Cool. That deck seems awesome. It's such a cool take on like the weirdo mono green deck. Alright. Did you manage to kill them through them playing all of those? It's kind of impressive, Charlotte. Burn down the Wildgrowth Walker player. Yeah, Steamkin plus Frenzy is messed up. Right, this hand is great. This hand is very capable of winning games. Good morning, Hex. Good to see you. Whoa, wizards. Facing down some wizards. Jeez. Gosh, gosh, gosh. If I play the Walker, it just dies, is the problem. Just gets lightning bolted. Maybe they don't have a bolt somehow. I just don't see, like, holding it going it much better for me either. I guess on turn 4 I get to go Walker plus Explore Creature. What I kind of want to do is go Squire this turn, then Walker next turn. And then, like, have Walker plus Explore Creature on 4. Because if they want to bolt the Squire, like, either this is a 1-2, and, like, threatens the trade, and I'm happy for them to spend a bolt on it, or it's a 2-3, and it at least threatens to block this, so still forces the bolt. I just feel like I want to make sure my Wildgrowth Walkers don't die. I think this is reasonable. Yeah, this is great, because now if they want to bolt my Squire, it's like drawing me a card. Huh. Legion War Boss. Sick. I mean, that kind of punishes us for not playing the Wildgrowth Walker last turn. I think I'm just going to take down this Goblin token, stop the Goblin army growing. Drawing third Wildgrowth Walker also punishes us. Could have gone Walker into Walker into Walker plus Explore Creature. Warboss is a bit disappointing. A bit. It's still like a reasonable Magic card. It's certainly not bad by any means. But I agree it hasn't quite lived up to the hype so far. Right, these are just like the obvious blocks, right? Take down as many creatures as possible without losing any of our board. Now we get to gain 1 billion life. Approximately 1 billion. Make some 2/4s. God, Wildgrowth Walker is so dumb. This is kind of great. have some 2/4s that they can never break through. Sure, resolves. I wonder what they're playing. Like, I thought they'd be on like Blue-Red Wizards with Adelies, but they have War Bosses in their deck, so that's clearly not the case. Maybe they're just a red deck splashing for negates out the board. Oh my god. Ugh. Ugh. Jeez. Oh my lord, that's so disgusting. What is happening? Gruesome Menagerie, sure. So if they ever kill my board in a million years' time. I think I'm gonna keep this on top. Yeah, they've conceded. Cool. Awesome. Glad we're on the same page here. Gosh. Yeah, even I'm disgusted. That was a lot, Charlotte. That was a lot. Oh my god. Whew. So we're gonna want this stuff, I guess. Cast downs for their war bosses. Contempts for phoenixes. This helps deal with experimental frenzy. Take out Vivien, take out Find. I don't hate cutting a Plaguecrafter here. This deck is so beautiful. It's kind of great when it does its thing. It's kind of great. Our Plaguecraft is just bad against Goblin tokens, right? We just want to take this out. That makes sense. Maybe Path of Discovery is overkill. But also see Vraska just not being good against them. She's like kind of easy for them to answer sometimes. Or cut another Finality. Wondering if you can like ever trim a Midnight Reaper in matchups where your life total's under a bit more duress. Like, we're bringing in a 3-drop, so we still have plenty of creatures for Menagerie. Let's try this. Kind of boarding at random, but seems reasonable. Fresh Standard is weird. It is. It is a strange new world. Oh, for a forest. I'm gonna find a second land off the scry, I believe. Yes, that's technically a second land. Let's just cast the Squire. I'm gonna keep it on top. And then, like, Squire digs us towards the next land drop. We're never casting this Jadelight Ranger in a million years, but... Squire gets the forest, obviously. I don't know if it can ever be right. Maybe it's just wrong. Like, Reaper is kind of messed up. For sure. Alright. Forest. One time. What would you prefer to board out rather than a Reaper? Just like another Finality? Or the Path to Discovery or something? Ooh, that is a good one. Don't use your one time. Noted. I think I just want to Walker this turn. And hope that they don't have a bolt for it. Because if we get to untap, it's the sort of play that could get us back in this. Oh my gosh, so many Steamkins. So steamy. Oh, this is bad. Taking 7. I'm currently feeling pretty dead, I'm not gonna lie. Like... I guess I have to put that in the yard. He does terminate, like, the Chain Whirler. Can double block down a Steamkin, terminate the Chain Whirler. Go to, like, 8. Get this one lands. Especially with the Wildgrowth Walker in the yard, lands sound great. Yeah, that Chain Whirler's kind of messed up, Charlotte. Just like a little messed up. Yeah. It's supposed to be on 0 outs, right? This must put me on 0 outs. I look forward to keeping a functional 7. Winning the next game easily. Alright, alright. Oh, that one's always disgusting. The fact you can't, like, block their Chain Whirler with your 0/4 is the most depressing thing in the world. Do I want to change anything? Now that we know that, like, they're much more red-based than we thought. They're, like, basically mono-red, probably just splashing negate. Which is kind of, I guess that's just like them trying to fight back against the control decks. Since the control decks are pretty good against mono-red at the moment. Get to be on the play. Gonna keep a functional hand. Gonna Wildgrowth Walker them into the ground. Okay, let's do this. Are we meant to board out Llanowar Elves against the Chain Whirler deck? Maybe we are. We probably are. But then, like, what are we even keeping in instead? I guess we just keep in, like, we bring in a bunch of, like, crappy 3/2s to try and trade off with their stuff. Let's put this on the bottom. Like, I know lots of the green decks board out Llanowar Elves against red. I just don't know if we can. I don't know if we have enough sideboard cards to do that. Decent. Not playing Branchwalker here is probably really greedy, but this is the life I'm leading. When do I not ever play Mono Greed? Exactly. Oh my god. At least this means they don't have a Chain Whirler in hand. Possibly. Wow, actually max punished. Everything is awful. Let's go the Squire, because it blocks the War Boss if it gets a counter. Now we have the Jadelight Ranger next turn. Okay. Well, this would obviously be easier if they had won this Goblin token right now, but I guess it's not even attacking anyway, the one they made last turn. I just have to cast... I kind of want to wait on the cast down until we can, like, double spell. That's the thing. They're going to get another goblin token that way. Like, they're going to have a burn spell for our squire. I probably just have to kill this war boss. It uses my mana so heinously. Hey, Vidalcan. Good morning. Yeah, this uses my mana really heinously, but I think I just have to cast down this war boss. That is an absurd draw. Okay. That gives us kind of a chance. If they don't have their third lava coil. Do I want this card? How am I finding the green-black deck so far? Honestly, this is the first league I've actually played with a green-black deck. I've been messing around with other decks instead. It's been pretty enjoyable so far. Not doing great this league, but it's also my first league playing with these cards, so... I already have a Jadelight Ranger in hand. I kind of want to dump this and look for, like, a Menagerie for after my board gets cleared. Maybe that's ridiculous. I just worry about, like, this dying and then... I don't know. Maybe this is ridiculous. Maybe I'm just meant to keep the Jadelight and hope that my Wildgrowth Walker survives. Please, no third lava coil. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Sick. Let's just make this as big as possible. Already got a Midnight Reaper. I think I'm gonna ditch that. I'm definitely ditching the Llanowar Elf. Once the Reaper's down, we can start getting in some cheeky attacks. With like our Branchwalker or something. Currently regretting not keeping the backup Jadelight, but I think we're gonna be fine. Ooh, Chups. Chupacabra. They're risk factoring us this turn. Most likely. I want to get down the Reaper and start attacking this turn, and then I can Chupacabra next turn. He doesn't use my mana optimally, but I don't think that matters too much. Just like swing with this 3-2. Could maybe swing with the 4-3 as well, just to put a natural clock on them. This might be a bit overly aggressive. Sick, we get to draw a card. I'm into this. Oh my god. Just like actively disgusting. Wildgrowth Walker is so messed up. This is so ridiculous. It's gained us like 12 life this game. Yeah, we'll take 4. Deal. You've undone an Explore trigger. Midnight Reaper is a decent magic card. It is quite reasonable. Phoenix, also decent, I guess. Wow. That's unreasonable. Jeez. I think I'm just returning the Jadelights, right? Pretty sure I'm just returning the Jadelights for my turn. I have to like deal with the Phoenixes at some point, but see you, Marcus. I kind of have to deal with the Phoenix at some point. We're gaining 6 life here though, so I guess we're not in the biggest rush in the world. Assassin's Trophy. Oh, that's legit. We could swing with the Branchwalker there, and then potentially Chupacabra the egg. That's reasonable. Didn't think of that. I think we're going to be fine though. I'm going to keep this trophy. It really messes up double blocks for them if they try and take down my Walker in combat. And the next turn we can start swinging with the Wildgrowth Walker. You can even like Chupacabra the Phoenix pre-combat, just like take away all their good blocks and like swing with a bunch of things. Potentially. Anyway. How do they kill this Wildgrowth Walker ever? Ooh, second Phoenix. Deef. That probably takes away our attacks here. So yeah, I guess I just Jadelight for now. Hey Amy. Good morning. Or good afternoon rather. What's in the yard? Another green source is excellent. Wildgrowth Walker's a 9/11. It's so huge. I wonder at what point I start getting in cheeky attacks with Seekers Squire. Just like, do you want to block this? How am I? I'm doing pretty well. Doing quite reasonably. I'm gonna Chupacabra the Steamkin and then get in some little attacks here. Kinda want to get their mana off the board. And they have so many cards in hand. Yeah, I agree, Sloppy. I agree with that plan. They either don't block them and die, or they block them and we draw into Menagerie. If I attack with the Wildgrowth Walker, they can like shock it, but they have to block with their whole board. I think I can wait 1 turn on the attack, maybe. Opponent's conceding. Cool. They have seen the writing on the wall, or got fed up of my slow play. One of the two. Oh my god, this deck is wonderful. Wildgrowth Walker is the truth. Wildgrowth Walker is the truth. Alright. Just gonna send a quick message to my house a sec. Yeah, this is the latest Gab build. The one he played on his stream most recently. So I'm not going to enjoy Ed Owl's list. Like, I'm looking forward to playing that list, but Wildgrowth Walker... Wildgrowth Walker is great. I am looking forward to trying Adele's list, though. I think the list Brad posted is basically Adele's list, right? With like a few slight tweaks. Because I have Brad's list loaded in, as opposed to Adele's. Awkward Woodland Cemetery, but this is clearly a keep on the play. Playing the Woodland Cemetery first in case we draw Overgrown Tomb. Is it a sneak though? I mean, probably. It's a somewhat sad sneak. If they play the Steamkin, I'm probably just Plaguecraftering my elf with the Steamkin before they can chain well the elf. Yeah. I'm going to attack for one, and then I'm probably just trading the elf for the Steamkin with my Plaguecrafter. I've got a Menagerie to get it back later. I don't really want it getting chain world into oblivion. And, like, getting a Steamkin off the board is the best thing Plaguecrafter's ever going to do. This just means we can't Vivien next turn if they don't have the Chain Whirler, but I think I'm pretty into it. Deal. Midnight Reaper. I'm just gonna fire off this Ranger, I think. Could try and run the Midnight Reaper blocks, I guess. It's like kind of value. Ranger could dump a 2-drop into the yard for the Menagerie, potentially, though. Really looking for a Wildgrowth Walker if we can find one, more than anything. It's like the best card we could find here. That is ridiculous, Charlotte. I have yet to see someone Pyromancer themselves. Sounds kinda great. Ooh. So I want to put this in the yard, right? And then once I get to the Menagerie, I'm gonna get 3 creatures back. That is amazing. That is a very good hit. And now Jadelight Ranger was a 4/3, so if they want to get by her, they have to bolt her down. Yep. Awesome. Right, we really want to draw an untapped land next turn for this Menagerie. Sigh. Guess I'm just doing this then. Not hitting the untapped land there is a bit rough, but someone said sigh. It's not a card currently in this deck. Wait, what? Chain Whirler time? Exciting. Let's rip a Fatal Push off this card draw. Have they conceded? What? Why is Moto paused? Moto's just being weird. Cool. Come on, land, land, land. Please. Opponent even skipped through attacks for us. Just like, awesome. Awesome. Right. Not the best land, but I guess I'll take it. I almost want to trophy the Chainwaller and like find back some creatures so I don't have to shock myself. Because like I can't even block the stupid Chainwaller. It's the problem. It gets really awkward if they have a frenzy and I've used up my trophy, but I don't have to shock myself this way. It's not like I can block the Chainwaller anyway, because that card is messed up. I think this is pretty nice. Games where you don't have Wildgrowth Walker feel a tiny bit tougher. Not gonna lie. Vivien can also destroy frenzies, that's true. So we still have a layer of protection from frenzy, which is nice. Sick. They do not have another Chainwaller. That is some relief. Right, I'm just gonna go Squire into Plaguecrafter here. Leading on Squire without playing the land in case we see an Overgrown Tomb. I do not want another Reaper. I also just want to be a card deeper towards Wildgrowth Walkers. So ouch. Right, I definitely want to sack the Squire because I want a 2 in the yard for the Menagerie. Risk factor. Tricky. I think I have to take 4. Do I? Maybe I just can't afford to. So then they just fire off like the second risk factor and I'm dead to almost anything. Wish we had like a couple more life here. Thank you, Phil. I am sure I will get there soon. Like you say. It was a bit heartbreaking to read the email, but I'm trying my hardest. And like, I am definitely seeing positive results from that. Alright, you can draw 3. I'm sure those are both the reasons that that I did not get there, Phil. I'm 100% on that. Shocking the Plaguecrafter. So this means they have a lava runner they want to throw at us. Yep. Makes sense. Guess we're just gonna Menagerie. It's almost tempting to hold this for, like, if we draw a Wildgrowth Walker. This might be wrong. Maybe we're just meant to hold this for if we draw a Wildgrowth Walker, but... Graveyard. She gains life. I'm gonna keep her on top, I guess. Very slowly gains life. Alright, surprise, surprise. The burn deck killed us after Ancestral Recalling. Oh my god, Mike. Oh my god. I am going to mention the Axion. So I've heard apparently if you're sponsored by a team or anything like that, you're more likely to be accepted. So I am going to mention that I'm now sponsored by Axion, and that might help. Have I tried the deck by Yamakiller? I have not. I would like to, but I'm messing around with all sorts of different builds today. She kills Frenzy, but she's probably a bit too dirtly here. I really want to catch Llanowar Elves against the Chainwhirler deck, but like the games where they don't have Chainwhirler, the acceleration is actually like pretty relevant. Maybe I can trim a couple. Or like even just one. Just so like I don't get double Llanowar Elf draws against Chainwhirler. Yeah, I should do Amy. I have to imagine I'll get there next time. And then could it find Finality? Something like this. Find Finality is kind of nice for recurring Wildgrowth Walker is the thing. And it is Wildgrowth Walker, like that's how we win these games, right? Literally how we win these games. Anyway, let's try this. Oh my god, these hands. I mean, this is a very good hand. It's obviously the tiniest bit frustrating, but we will live. We will live, in fact. Alright, untap land next turn, and an unkilled Elves lets us go Walker into Explore Creature, which would be very strong. Otherwise we just like start jamming Walkers and hope one sticks properly eventually. Aggressive. That is an aggressive Lava Coil. I don't really want to miss my land drops here is the thing. So I'm not convinced playing the Walker is correct. The fact they just spewed off a Lava Coil like that means they potentially have a second one in hand. It does mean they probably don't have a Chainwhirler in hand. I have to imagine they would not have killed the Llanowar Elf like that if they had a Chainwhirler. Oh my god, we get to untap with the Wildgrowth Walker. The dream. The dream is real. We are living it. I could get on the second one before I start exploring. Just like, embrace true greed. Alright, alright. Didn't come here not to be greedy. It does need to exist. Reavowed, it does need to exist. Ooh, they could have a shock here to take down a walker. That'd be pretty heartbreaking. It's unlikely because they'd have shocked the Llanowar Elf though. Alright, let's start gaining some life. Let's get this party started. Start walking the wild growths. Walking through the wild growth? Something like that. Alright, alright, that's decent. That is entirely reasonable. Good use of a turn. A+. Hey JMM. Hope you're doing well today, friend. You used it first? Oh my god, Amy. Phoenix time or Frenzy time. Hopefully not Frenzy. Frenzy is a card that could let them get back in this game. Oh my god. That's terrifying. Alright. Opponent's got some stuff going on too, apparently. I don't want to swing with the explore creatures. Like, they kind of can't block them with the Reaper in play. I don't think the Wildgrowth Walkers are swinging. Pretty sure I can swing with the Branchwalker anyway. If they want to eat this, then we get to draw a card, which I'm into. If they take 2, that's also fine. Good afternoon. Nice to see you. Yeah, they can't attack, because then we just get to start running some blocks with the Reapers. Oh, wow. That is not a bad one. What have we beat and lost to? We beat a mono-red variant that had, like, a light blue splash. And we lost to... What did we lose to? We lost to something. It is not incredibly obvious to me exactly what. Oh, we lost to mono green with like heavy black element. Like, so like the mono green stompy style deck, but it had like Midnight Reapers and Contempts in their mono green stompy deck. So it's like basically like halfway between black green midrange and mono green stompy. Like they were still casting Gauters and Feroxes and stuff, but they also had Reapers and Contempts. It was odd. It seemed kind of sweet, honestly. It seemed actually kind of sweet. Though I don't know how you cast Contempt consistently in your Steel Leaf Champion deck. That's kind of confusing to me. We need them to never draw a fight with fire, but otherwise we're kind of okay at the moment. We're kind of getting somewhere, slowly but surely. Okay. The burn is real. That's interesting. Yeah, the mono-red matchup doesn't seem bad, thanks to the Wildgrowth Walkers. The games that you don't have Wildgrowth Walker seem a lot trickier, but... One more lightning strike and I'll be back to 20, yeah. Honestly, if we draw some more explore creatures, they might just not have enough burn in their deck. Oh my god, can you hit some lands, please? One time. At some point in your life, can you hit some lands? Yeah, this is a Menagerie list. It is sweet. Alright, we're almost back to 20. But we're going to draw a Jadelight Ranger next turn. It's going to be awesome. Alternatively, an answer to Experimental Frenzy would also be reasonable. Ooh, the best draw in our deck is Brontodon, right? Brontodon is kill Frenzy, draw 2 for 4 mana. That's amazing. I want to draw a Brontodon. Yeah, just to make the Menageries more consistent. That could be reasonable. Make Spined more consistent too. Have they actually just cast like 7 spells this turn? It's kind of ridiculous. I'm at the point where I almost just need to like hold back lots of things to block with. They cast 4 creatures that turn. Finality and I win. Finality would be nice. Finality would be really good. This is tough. Like, what am I meant to, like, I have to try and kill them, but I also need blockers. Is it unreasonable for me to attack with a Midnight Reaper? If they block, then I get to draw 2. I just want to, like, push some damage, rather than sit here doing nothing. And drawing cards is so good for me, with the Explore creatures, with the Walkers ready. Yeah, I think I'm going to attack with 1 Reaper. Don't know how I feel about a 2nd Reaper attack. But... cool, I get in 5 damage. That's pretty huge. As long as they don't find a fight with fire, we're kind of doing some good stuff over here. Okay. I mean, we get to draw 2. It's not the end of the world. Oh, the first strike on Chain Whirler is really dumb. Agreed. Yep. Would like a Jadelight Ranger. Jadelight Ranger is gain 24 at the moment. It's like actually kind of absurd. If they attack with too much stuff, they just like die on the backswing too. Imagine if they had another Chain Whirler here, we'd lose 3 creatures and 6 life, and then probably die. If I haven't Path of Discovery with all 4 walkers in play, oh my god. Whoa! No! Wait. Could they not have kicked it? They couldn't kick it. Wow. That's really unfortunate for them. Alright, we take another 2. We draw a Contempt because we're great. And an Assassin's Trophy for the Frenzy. Jeez. Oh my god. Stop with the stupid fight with fires. They have 5 cards in hand, so if I kill the Frenzy right now, they just get to start casting things from their hand. They haven't even played a land off the top yet, though. They need to run 2 lands in a row to start bricking. They've been running so well off this Frenzy, it's kind of unreal. So I'm going to take 2 and go to 14 here. I have 3 blockers for like 1, 2, 3 attackers. I take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to go down to... Like, I honestly think I have to Contempt here. And just, like, hope that they run poorly off the Frenzy. I think trophying the Frenzy doesn't achieve anything at this point. Not this turn anyway. I think I just need them to run poorly because I need to Contempt one of their attackers this turn. Also cannot find an Explore creature to save our lives. Yeah, they have infinite mana with the Steamkins, for sure. That's a fair critique, Cribber. I could try changing it around at some point. I need to get the overlay. I need to get the overlay like professionally done at some point. At the moment, it's just like something I threw together. But I would like to get it like professionally done at some point soon, so it looks a bit nicer. Yeah, they have to stop on the second land, which I think is what has happened, because they have now stopped. So, God, we're down to only 1 Wildgrowth Walker now, which kind of sucks. What I'd really like to draw is find Finality. That would be excellent. I could not honestly answer that. I feel like they should be, but... Right, so we're going to be attempting the 4-4. Definitely trading the 1-2 for a 2-1. I'm not blocking with the Wildgrowth Walker. I think I'm happy to trade off a Reaper, though. God, I'm going to take 4 of these blocks. But I get to draw towards Explore creatures, which is what matters. Right, let's just Contempt this Steamy. This kin of steam. And then hopefully our draw 4 here finds us a Jadelight Ranger or something. Something like that. God, they have something to do with the mana, seriously. They have a... like what, a risk factor? Math is hard. Okay, time to take 1,000,000. Thank you. It's amazing. Right. Wildgrowth Walker. Merfolk Branchwalker. gain 6 life. And then I think we have to kill this Frenzy. Ooh, this is an explore creature for the walkers. I guess we have to keep it. They're gonna break the Frenzy? Oh, that's possible, yeah. And if that happens, that happens. Do I need something more high impact than this? Like, I could just ditch this and try and find a Menagerie. Or a Find. But I've got the Vraska, which then, like, cycles into something. No. I think I need to find something more high impact. So I'm quite far behind her. I'm just going to pass with Trophy up. If they crack the Frenzy, that's great. So then we can Trophy a creature. If they don't crack the Frenzy, we can kill the Frenzy on their upkeep. Alright, let's just get this nonsense off the board. It's possible this is incorrect. They have 5 cards in hand. Maybe I'm just meant to kill a creature and hope they run poorly off the Frenzy, but... yeah, so it's just really bad in our mono creatures deck, I feel like. They do have a lot of lands. I mean, they're almost halfway through their deck. They actually have less lands than you'd expect, right? They only have like the 10. I was not expecting to untap there. I'm not gonna lie. I think I want to sack the Branchwalker to draw 2. We could eat a land instead and just hope to rip a spell. If we draw 2, we probably hit another explore creature though. Or a Menagerie or something big. I think I want to do this. Sick. We are truly doing it. I'm going to keep this on top. Just like more explore creatures sounds great. Yeah, that ended up paying off well. Brajanovic, agreed. That paid off very well. Now we have the Vraska to deal with their next Frenzy. As well. This is why you're not a 2 times UK champ, indeed. Alright, we take 4. Sure, deal. Nice Boros charm. Boros Charm versus Wildgrowth Walker. Tale as old as time. Yeah, it's really surprising, Secrasta. Like, Grim Haruspex only ever saw play in, like, Rally, right? It saw, like, hardly any play. And yet Midnight Reaper's come out and is just, like, apparently absurd. Oh. in fact, Boros charming us a lot. Yeah, it triggering off itself is huge. Agreed. The fact you can't, like, cleanly trade for it with removal very easily. Yeah, exactly. I agree completely with that. Okay. You've dealt 16 to us. I'm glad I drew that Jadelight Ranger, or else I would be quite dead. Land, nice. Alright, Merfolk Branchwalker, gain 6. The anti-risk factor. They are conceding. Awesome. The best Branchwalker I've ever seen in my life. Just like, concession Branchwalker. Ah. Awesome. That's fair. We don't know what the format's going to shake out like yet, though. I honestly don't think this looks terrible against control. You have, like, a lot of card advantage. This hand is perfectly reasonable. It doesn't have a Wildgrowth Walker, but not every hand does. The safety factor, oh my god. Wow, they just don't have a 2-drop either. How are they expecting to kill us? We can wild growth if we want to. We can leave your burn behind. Oh my god. Trophy a land to send a message. Don't think that's gonna happen. I might be cast downing Steamy though. What's all the banging noise? Oh, there's some works going on outside. They normally calm down within like by 2 PM or so. The building's just being done up a bit. I'm not going to attack. I think I just want this back for a hasty critter. Single copy of Pathways Discovery. Yeah, we've got one in the sideboard. It is main deck, but I boarded it out because it felt like overkill in this matchup. But maybe it's still just good. Yeah, we're planning on killing this. I just want it to stay alive for like a little bit longer, because it being alive could influence our opponent's plays. Because they want to try and grow it so they can attack with it meaningfully. So like, they might not have bolted our 2/3. Who knows what they'd have done if they knew the Steamkin was just dead. It's like likely they'd have run back the same play, but there's like no downside for us just waiting a bit, since we can always just kill it before the third counter goes on anyway. Okay. Well, we have this Assassin's Trophy, so I think we're going to be fine, honestly. I suspect we're going to be fine. We have the Vraska for the next one. Slight flood after ditching the Branchwalker. I mean, 4-mana Rampant Grove. Not the worst in their Fight with Fire deck. Please don't hit a 2-drop. Please don't hit a 2-drop. Just let me Vraska your frenzy into oblivion. Thank God. Also Menagerie, excellent draw. We don't have a 3-drop in the yard yet, but I'm sure this will be good at some point. Six-mana Vraska is just so good, Secrasta. I think the card's been like underrated for a while. It just struggled to hold its own in a format with Hazoret and Scarab God. But Now that those aren't around, it really gets to show off its strength. They have a shock for the Vraska. Had some weak Menageries. Yeah, Menagerie's been fine for us, but oh my gosh. I think I'm just gonna fire off this Menagerie on like the Squire and the Elf. I think that's fine. We still gain free life and like develop a decent board here to protect our Vraska. I think this is entirely reasonable. Like the Explore trigger is gonna dig us towards our next big play anyway. How do we feel about another Wildgrowth Walker? It's like fine. I kind of want to ditch it. And just look for like a fine Finality. Is the thing. Yeah, I think we better. I think I agree. I'd rather find an Explore creature than a second Walker at the moment. It's like a fine card to keep. It's not exciting though. 2 Explores. I would like a second Explore, as it happens. This game has been so... like, they just didn't do anything early. Attacking Vraska. Right. So I want to take down the Chain Whirler, I think. What if I just block with everything? What if I do this? I guess I want to quad block in that case. They can eat these two, bolt this, no. So the quad block doesn't do anything. So they can bolt this, eat this, and then these bounce. You think we just jump with the Elf? It's reasonable to make another 2/2. We have like better gang blocks next turn, or we can even start attacking them. Yeah, I agree. I like that. The Elf's never long for the world, this world anyway, against Chain Whirlers. No, my Wildgrowth Walker. My heart can't take this. That's a pretty nice draw. That's kind of an amazing draw, honestly. It's gonna help us turn this corner really well. Deal. A-okay, friend. Good morning, Rock. Good to see you. Boop. I think we're gonna win this one. Get that distinct suspicion. Try minus, they can draw a burn spell for Vraska, but then they probably just die. I guess they could draw a Frenzy, which is kind of embarrassing for me. It's not like even obvious I can attack with everything, right? Is the problem, because of the 2/2 haste. I can still just only attack with 2 creatures. Possible I was just meant to plus, I'm not sure. Plus keeps the Chain Whirler at bay forever anyway. Yeah. Punishment is real. Jeez. Punishment is so real. I have such regret. I regret so much of what has happened here. Could Could actually lose this game now because I didn't plus the Vraska and just like play defensive. Yeah, I get to eat one, but they didn't cost them our opponents any cards. Keep swinging whilst I can. Feel like I want the 2/3 to block the 2/2. That's the thing. Like, I can't play the long game anymore because of the frenzy, is the problem. I also just don't have a free drop in the yard for a Menagerie if we draw one. I mean, the flip side of that Secrester is they had a really slow draw because they drew 3 frenzies in their top 20 cards instead of cheap creatures. So, like, the fact they drew so many frenzies gave us a lot of time. Oh, wow. They just have nothing. Alright. I'll take it. Swing with our creatures, I guess. How do they just have nothing? They just like played a mountain, saw another mountain. Kind of heartbreaking. This is not the best Menagerie in the world, but I'm still gonna cast it. I think I'm getting the Branchwalker rather than a Wildgrowth Walker, because it attacks a bit better. Keep this on top. Yeah, I think I prefer the Branchwalker too. There's like no guarantee we're even drawing an Explore creature for the Wildgrowth Walker, and I just want to beat him down. The Menace Pirate will get him, hopefully. Alright, Lava Coil, sure. That's a blocker for our 3/2. They are far from very dead. If they run half this frenzy, like, we're honestly in a bit of trouble. They hit their mountain for turns. If they hit another mountain, they have to stop. So if we let them draw cards, they gain access to the cards by cracking the frenzy, so it's not actually as free as it looks. It looks free, but it isn't. So I think I'm just going to take 4. Our life total's still, like, pretty high. Could also clear a mountain, that's true. They can't cast it. They can. They just sack the frenzy next turn. They have 1,000,000 mana. So they just sack the frenzy and they can cast the things they draw. Oh my god, we're drawing so badly. It's kind of ridiculous. I guess I meant to play the forest out. It gives them info, but we have card draw in our deck. Like, explore creatures off Menagerie and stuff. Gets kind of weird. You win con the clock, apparently. Seems like an unlikely win con against the red deck. Yeah, we actually just threw this game by not plussing the Vraska. I only realised after I minused that it left us soft to them top decking a frenzy, and then they top decked the frenzy. It was like kind of a bad play on my part. There were very few things we were losing this game to. 1 Multani, oh my god. Obviously we had to like draw pretty badly as well. to lose from that position, but that is what has been happening. Hey, Tana. We almost timed them out. Oh my god. I am incredibly unlikely to win by clock. They have a whole minute. There is no world in which they don't just kill us. If they disconnected, then maybe, but... Oh my lord, these draw steps. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've had over half our lands in, like, the top 25. Fair enough. Fight with fire, yep. That's a rough game to lose. I played that really badly by not plussing Vraska. I wanted to, like, just kill my opponent. I guess that was just incorrect. Like, trying to turn the corner there and actually kill them by clearing the Shane Whirler out the way just left us really vulnerable to an experimental frenzy that would have just, like, been blown up otherwise. Grump. Grump, grump, grump. Draw steps didn't help. That is fair. Alright, let's see if we can salvage a 3-2. Despite my best efforts not to. What do I think about more walkers? We actually have a list I'm going to try later today that has lots of planeswalkers. This one, I think. Yeah, this has 6 planeswalkers. So, Daniel Fournier's list that he played last night. I kind of want to try out Karn in these decks, honestly. Karn is so good. This hand feels pretty slow, but... never mind, we're great. Hand was perfect. I just knew there was a Llanowar Elf on top, honestly. I knew there was a Llanowar Elf on top. Yeah, Karn's got Unforgotten, which is weird to me. I think Karn is just absurd. Karn is a pretty unreasonable Magic card. And just no one is playing him. Oh, maybe I meant to cast this before attacking because of Syncopate. They didn't have Syncopate for the Midnight Reaper, but I could definitely have drawn it by now. Sabotage, sure. Yep. Karn does have nice synergy with Frenzy. Kind of. I mean, you don't actually draw cards off Karn properly, but you can clear lands off the top. Which I guess is good enough. Don't think I'm finding back just a Wildgrowth Walker. Run the old Rampant Growth draw a card gambit. I guess we'd do that on the Llanowar Elf. Oh, Kraul. Alright. So you can minus on the Reaper. So we need this to kill the Kraul with, so I can't just like spew it to draw a card. Okay. Sick. Reaper's so messed up. Oh, you can't target your own stuff? No! That's so upsetting. This is my first league ever casting this card, in my defense. That's so heartbreaking. Grump. They wrote it so it's not rampant growth. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? I think I'm menagerie-ing. My thinking is, I don't really want them to counter it. Like, we don't get a Llanowar Elf back, but this way. But it ensures our big spell doesn't get countered, and instead we can cast like the small spells into their counter spells. Find while they only have 1 mana. That's also possible. I think I like Menagerie. It's like the worst spell to get counterspelled. I mean, missing out on an Llanowar Elf isn't really that heartbreaking, honestly. I'm kind of okay with it. Like, Menagerie is just so easy to counterspell. And we're dead. Well, that was a fun game. I think I'm attacking with these two. Yeah. Oh my god, Niv Mizzet is so good. Alright. Nice. We even get to keep our Wildgrowth Walker now. Okay. Oh, they get to kill the Wildgrowth Walker, I guess. That's kind of unfortunate. Well. Yeah, opponent just pings. I forgot that Niv Mizzet has additional text on top of all the other ludicrous text. Sarkin into Niv Mizzet? Nope. Thank God. If I cast this, it probably just gets countered. I kind of want to double spell so I can actually develop my board a bit. I guess they have a Chemist's Insight we want to stop them casting, but I need to get creatures on board to Fred and Sarkin. So I feel like I just need to double spell. Alright, well this is getting countered. Clearly. But not a lot we can do about that. Okay, so I'll just have to cast my spell. It stops them inciting. Get through the counter so that we can maybe resolve something next turn. This card is just unbeatable. How does anyone beat Niv Mizzet? Okay, I guess you get to draw a card. Yeah, might want to board in the Harpooners. You're correct. You are definitely correct about that one. Maybe I'd have to just get back a Reaper to grind through their removal. Maybe. Rather than, like, getting my explore value and trying to make a big Wildgrowth Walker. Oh. Gross. I assume we just can't win this game. This even, like, triggers Niv, is it? Chupacabra and Tribunal, yep. We have 2 Chupacabras in this list, I think. But... we have a Vivien as well, yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's scoop this one up here. Well, I guess we're bringing in some Harpooners. Some Contempts. Maybe Spyglass? It shuts down Sarkhan. Don't even know how many Sarkhans they're playing. Sarkhan is pretty problematic for us though. We want the Duresses as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, Charlotte. What are we cutting? Like... most of these cards feel pretty reasonable. We have to cut 9 cards somehow. Like, Chupacabra isn't great except for the fact that it kills Niv Mizzet, which is important. I guess it kills Drakes as well, which need to die too. Yeah, this is the hardest bit about the deck. Yeah, I think trimming Wildgrowth Walker seems reasonable. Agreed. I'm kind of tempted to cut, like, Llanowar Elves. Is that ridiculous? Oh, find Finality? How good is this as just, like, a soul salvage? It's fine. It's not great. It's basically just soul salvage in this matchup. Yeah, I think I like soul salvage. I kind of want to trim on some elves. Yeah, Menagerie is just, like, very easy to counter. I definitely agree with that. We have Duresses to set it up, but it doesn't seem like the best card in this matchup by any means. I think it's probably just, like, worse than Find Finality in this matchup. You'd cut a Chupacabra. Let's try this. Like, we do need to be able to kill the Drakes as well, but we have Harpooners to help with that. Alright, this sounds reasonable. Squire's gonna dig us towards lands. We want the Spyglasses. Okay. We can make room for the Spyglass too. It's just so tough, like, there's so many cards to board in. So little to take out. because of the fact that there are control decks that's actually playing like a reasonable density of creatures that we need to answer. I think I'm just going to cast the Jadelight Ranger. If they like Essence Scatter it or whatever, then it's a creature in the yard for the find later. If it resolves, that's obviously great. Awesome. Those are our land drops. Not the worst things in the world. Okay. Keep the mopey beatdowns going. If I cast the Duress, it just trades with a Sinister Sabotage. That doesn't sound terribly exciting. I think I'm just going to pass the turn with Contempt up. Jeez. I mean, that makes that find good. I feel a bit lost, I'm not going to lie, Inject Helio. This has been a strange rotation so far, from my perspective. I think it should settle down within a couple weeks, though. Save it for when I want to resolve my big spells, that's fair. Okay. Interesting. So they're going to try and set up Niv Mizzet with Disdainful Stroke back up. Yeah, I've been struggling with this rotation. This rotation has caught me a lot more off guard than most. Do I pick the most powerful Jing things and jam it? Do I play the level 0 attacking decks? I think the level 0 attacking decks struggle from... Take the Shock. I kind of want to... I guess the Shock's good with Niv Mizzet because it draws a card immediately. So, what was I going to say? Part of the problem of just taking the level 0 attacking of playing the level 0 attacking decks is they get a target on their head pretty quickly. Like, it's genuinely pretty awkward, like, to just jam mono red at the moment, unless you're really confident that it's, like, clearly the best deck. Because it does have a target on its head. Like, we saw that this last weekend. Like, at the SEG event, mono red crushed. But online, in the PTQ, mono red had, like, a really lackluster performance, because the online meta is just always a week ahead. Fire off this Jadelight. This deck is very good at hitting its land drops, huh? These explore creatures. I don't know. I'd say early on in a format, the most important thing is just to play something that's really powerful, and that you'll steal a lot of wins just on that basis alone. 1 to 2 fewer lands. Like, we have had games where we've been missing land drops and it feels really rough. So I kinda doubt it. I'm just gonna play my Kraul Harpooner. I know we could save it for Niv Mizzet, but we don't have anywhere near. We're still like a creature away from having enough creatures in yard for Niv Mizzet anyway, and I kind of just want to have a clock on board. Kraul Harpooner really helps with that. We can like buy back the Kraul Harpooner later anyway. Is someone raising a barn next door? Something along those lines. You can win a PPTQ of anything you want. You already can. Like back when I was playing PPTQs, I have definitely won some PPTQs with like some very sketchy decks on the basis of just like playing reasonably. Alright. That was not bad. That was quite rude. That was quite rude. Am I getting back the Squire or the Harpooner? I think I'm getting back the Squire. I still have this Contempt for Niv Mizzet. Obviously they have the Disdainful Stroke, but they're like 2 lands away from being able to even do that, and they missed a land drop. Yep. Yeah, Standard has been really straightforward for a while, and this is like the first confusing one we've had in a while for sure. Like, the Chain Whirler standards and Teamer standards and stuff are all just fairly straightforward. You just play the one good deck. Oh my god. I mean, it's actually kind of frustrating. The Azcanta flipping means if they have another land, they can play Niv Mizzet here. And then, like, Niv Mizzet plows down our board. Because all our board is X1s. Have I played tokens yet? Yeah, the tokens deck's reasonable. Have I been enjoying the Standard? Not really. Mainly because I enjoy winning. But I've not been winning much in the Standard, as opposed to previous Standards. It's been, like, fine. It's been enjoyable enough. But, I'm still trying to find a deck that I can actually, like, feel confident with. This is really awkward. Like, I can go to Contempt, Niv Mizzet, and then they get to counter the Contempt to kill all my Branchwalkers. I still just have to kill the Niv Mizzet, though. Stop playing Fog if I want to win. Fair point. I've had the best results with Fog out of any deck I've tried, honestly, but I will be at GP Leo. Yep. God, how do I ever win this game? I guess if I had the Kraul Harpooner in hand right now, I'd stand a chance, huh? Alright. Hope to draw a Harpooner or something. Just oh god. Easy life. Easy life. Hope to draw a Harpooner. Draws the Harpooner, obviously. Obviously. Why wouldn't I? Magic's so... I didn't use up I didn't even say one time, Charlotte. That was just... No! Okay, we're still dead. So now we have to Contempt the Niv Mizzet. We're gonna get to, like, mow down our board with triggers. I guess I want to do this in response. They get one less trigger. One less ping. I have Gruesome. If I Contempt the Niv Mizzet in response though, they don't get to ping down the second Branchwalker. Because the Niv Mizzet doesn't see them drawing that second card. This deck feels unbeatable for us. This feels like actively unwinnable. Like I can put them to 1 here, and then I die. And then they just have Disdainful Stroke up for our next answer. You just can't grind against Niv Mizzet. This card is absurd. Oh, that was depressing. I did throw one of the matches. That was like kind of 2-2. We'd have won the third match if I played that a bit tighter.